All right, okay. Okay, looks like, I don't know if it's following me. It's probably not following me. Let's see if I can get it to follow me. I should have done this when the garage door was open. Sometimes all it takes is a change in background. There we go. There we go. Are you kidding me? You lost me that fast? There we go, okay. All right, so we're starting off with something a little ridiculous.
A man with the tools to do the job.
There we go, let's turn that volume up. We're gonna start off with something a little ridiculous, guys. This stack of wood I made, we're gonna move it because I need my saw bench. Had this miraculous idea in the car on the way to work this morning, and I'll give you guys an idea of what I'm talking about. Let's see if you can follow me. I don't know if you can see it, but there's this nice walnut dining table that I've had forever. Dad made it for me when I graduated high school, or not high school, college. But it's been through a hell of a time. Oh no, I'm right here. But for a while since we moved, it'd been holding just empty containers. Fine. It'd been holding empty containers. We'll just up. So this walnut table had been just holding empty containers, and I thought to myself, why are you so terrible at following me? Okay. That would be the perfect place to put rough sawn lumber for projects, because then it's off of all of the work surfaces, and it is a massive amount of space actually, because it's a 4-foot diameter table. Most of the time I use 6-foot or 4-foot lengths in my work, so it's one of those.
I use my dining table for storage all the time.
Yeah, it's one of those. We don't use this as our dining table. I've had it forever. We have a bigger rectangular one that is our actual dining table. So this became kind of a shop table, and it's about to become rough sawn storage. Because now I can just sticker boards and get them in. All right, so let's do the first one so that I can get the rough sawn stuff off of work surfaces. I know this is a weird concept for me. Usually I move everything from one work surface to the next. So this concept is completely foreign. That I'm going to actually have a dedicated place to put my rough sawn stuff so that it's out of the way and I can continue working, and I have a dedicated place to put my rough sawn stuff when I'm done sawing it. So, new concept for me, but hey, we're just going to keep going. Okay, if you're on these, we're going to just pull this and these two, get some more boards on. That way I can just stack it and get these out of the way. They can stay nice and stacked and ready to go. And spiders can crawl all over them, whatever. But I can at least have a place that's dedicated for it to all go. And I've probably lost that camera about 1,000 times. I'm not even worried about trying to catch it now. All right. I have to stack with? Well, at least that wasn't a Black Widow. Sorry for jumping on and off the screen, guys. Get you on here. But I'm going to be very happy to have a dedicated space for it. Okay. You go here. Here. Do it that way, put the big board down, and then we start stacking the small boards. And then we can get to the heartache that is what I'm actually needing to do at this point. Long rip cuts. Because they're just going to take some time here. I'm not going to be walking out that way anytime soon, so we'll just move it over here, see if it'll follow me. Yay, okay. While I stack the rest of this up. Hey, Chance, how you doing? We are reorganizing how I'm storing the offcuts. Or not offcuts, this is all rough cuts, sorry. The rough cuts for this project. Top. Just putting it in a dedicated place, Chance, so that I can not clutter up. Oh geez, I forgot there's boards over there. So I can not clutter up my workspace. These have not been cut yet. Let's see. One of those is a really nice piece of cherry that is supposed to, oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, now I can move this back. You can tell I've been kind of in and out of it. There we go. Yep, let's flip that around. It's gonna freak out for a second. Don't worry, guys. All right. Nope, it's just gonna freak out. I had it staring directly at me. Come on. Can you see me? Okay. Okay. I don't know if it's actually following anymore or if it gave up on following. Okay, it's following. Okay, so that took care of a good amount of stuff there. You do not need to be laying eggs in my shop. I know what you are. You're dangerous. I see that egg sack. We'll take care of your babies later. Okay. Yeah, I do not want to get poisoned, or you get what I'm saying. I do not want to be envenomed, I guess, bitten by that. All right. Let's start organizing this. We're not going to be cutting this for a little while, so let's get you stacked up here for a second. Let's see if I've got anything to stack you with. I got a couple small loft cuts. Well, yes I do. Okay, good, because you're the door panel. And honestly, I can get a third piece on.
Payne says, I have never seen a combination square that long before.
Oh, the 24-incher? I got that from, let me try and remember, Mosquito. Chris? He had a 24-incher and I'd been looking for one, and I didn't want to buy one new because they're extraordinarily expensive, the 24-inchers. And well, now I have a 24-incher. It's got all of the bells and whistles too. Hidden under here, under Max, is the compass and the center finder.
Marcus said, good evening, all.
Hey, Marcus. Okay, let's get my panel saw out. Sorry, everything's kind of in a disarray because I was also doing some honey-do list stuff. So tools are everywhere.
Chen said, O-N-H-E-Y.
Okay, didn't understand that one, Chance. That's probably a... gotcha. I was like, didn't understand that one. That's probably an emote. Yep, it was an emote. All right. One more clamp, and I have two of all three sizes that I want. Big, medium, and smearl. Okay.
Marcus said, I aspire to that level of disarray.
Oh, I was adopted into it. No, born, whatever you want to call. Okay, we're gonna put you here for now because I won't need to worry about you just yet. Okay, panel, cool. You, cool. All right. So what I need to do is cut two 4-inch wide and change, mainly because it needs to be 4 inches once we're done fixing everything. 4-inch wide by 48-inch long pieces. That's our face frame. Long stiles? Yeah, stiles. Out of this baby, and then find a way to store it.
Cat said, hello.
Hey, Cat. Hey, Cat. Oh, geez, I knew I forgot something. All right, guys. I'm gonna put you guys on a quick BRB. Somebody forgot his beverage. You know, as soon as the keyboard wakes up, there we go. All right, I'll be back in like Okay, we're back. No, I just needed to get my drink, because God forbid I do anything. Okay, so all cameras should be working, Cat. Testing. Testing. They're at least working on my end. Okay, so we need to get two 4-inch by 48-inch pieces out of here, and I'm going to be smart and make them 5 by 5 by 48. Or wait, before I say 48. Oh, well, this is a bad person.
Okay, now I believe it works. Kind of.
I'm sorry, Kat. Did I leave my tape measure? No, the tape measure should have made its way back in here. But where? Where? There it is. I was like, anything above 3 feet, I need a tape measure. Be accurate. Let's do one thing. Whee! And confuse the hell out of... Okay, if I remember correctly...
One of these days.
If I remember correctly, as a smart boy... Okay, we actually cut it to 49, so let's cut it to 49. As in, always make sure you have extra room for screw-ups. Oh no, it gave up. Of course that camera gave up. Hi, camera. Thank you. They're great cameras, but if you move too fast, it literally will not keep up with you. And by too fast, I mean at a normal pace. Okay, so we're going to do 5 by 5 by 49, giving ourselves an inch of slack for screw ups. You know, roughly there about an inch of slack. You guys are going to laugh at this, but before I got on stream today, we had a package come in the mail. Package that we had, Slime and I had discussed very briefly during the worst days of the pandemic, i.e. the very beginning of the pandemic. But now we no longer have to worry about it. But we got one anyway. So we now own a bidet. Like I said, we're being as superbly accurate as possible. Like I said, there's an inch of slop in these anyways. We're just going to make them as close as possible. 5 inches. And 5 inches. Okay. Now to get the 49 inches. Because I may just cut this basically in half. It'll store easier as well. Oh no!
Is it one of the seat type? Standalone or super soaker?
It's the one that you... This one might be frozen. It's one that you do to modify a normal toilet, so like it's not a seat. God, just stay, Okay, it's one that you just install under the actual seat of the toilet, and use the tank fill hose to use as the jet stream. You know,
Under the seat. Gotcha.
baby's first bidet. It's not one of those super powered ones that you replace the seat with, and it's not a standalone. Geez. Oh yeah, this is only like a 6-foot board. I remember that now. That's why I don't want to cut it all the way. I want to save as much as possible.
Are you making a squatty potty?
No, maybe. I'm not going to say anything. I could use the panel gauge if I really wanted to do the long marks. I'm not saying anything about whether or not we are making something to squat with. There's our length. I don't have a 4-foot rule, so we can do it one of two ways. I can either meh, meh, and go, or I could set this to 5 inches and have fun, and then 10 inches and have fun. Part of this is just me wanting to play with the new toy. It's a panel gauge. I will have to use it eventually, so I kind of want to try using it. Fortunately, the board is set up in the most inconvenient way for me to do so. I could fix that and flip it, which is, you know, the responsible thing to do. So I'm going to actually be responsible for 5 seconds. Instead of royally screwing up what I'm doing, I can just go here and go 5 inches in and then 10 inches in, and we have a mark. And I'll darken it up with pencil because it is a light mark. And even though this looks like a standard marking gauge, I did actually sharpen this to have a knife edge on it. So that it will actually cut in as opposed to drag in the grain. Okay. Before we reset it, be smart again and go, I need to do the other side from the same reference side so I know where, because this is going to be a long rip, I kind of want to know if I'm screwing up the rip. So I need to go over here and go, Max, you can come down yeah, and go, everyone look at Wes's butt. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, there. Those are no longer in my way. Hopefully something is being caught on a camera somewhere. Oh, here's the fun part. I don't even know where 49 inches is on this. I can understand that. Let's see how far 49 inches is. Because I know that I make a mark long enough. I almost did. No, actually, I did. Okay. But either way, and if you notice, there are little curls coming out of it. So like I said, I did myself a solid and sharpened the pin to a knife edge. Okay. Nice deeper lineroo. Now, where did I put my tools at? I need that rule right now.
Cat said, "Nay-ay-ee-ee-yo."
Oh, is Nail here? Missed it.
The little nail said, "Bonjour, moi chat."
Okay, there we go. Now it's at 10 inches. This will do up to, I think, 18, which is bigger than I'll ever use because I'll never have anything wider than a 12-inch board. How are you doing today, Nail? Oh, geez, you were the one that said squatty potty. Oh, okay. Okay. Just marking this board up and then let's see if we even get to. How do you know it's curly? It's not wanting to play nice. would suggest if you ever make a panel gauge to knife edge the pen, or even put a knife edge in it, just so that it has some ability to fight grain. Okay. And to help my poor old eyesight and yours, it's pencil time. Yeah, stay in the groove. Pencil, you're worse than the knife edge. Darken that up nice and good for us. A lot of people are like, oh, well, you don't need to do that. We're just doing that so that people can see what we're doing, you know, see what we're cutting. I'm like, ah, tell me you have good eyesight without telling me you have good eyesight. I prefer like the belt and suspenders method of, let's just make sure I'm looking at my actual mark and not, especially when it's marked with the grain, you should probably most definitely darken it in, because it's going to end up looking a lot like grain and just scratches by the end of it. I have made this mistake. Let me help you with the knowledge that I have of, I've made this mistake. Don't do what Wes does and just try to tell what the mark was based off of just a score mark parallel to the grain. 49. Okay. Okay. We'll get you moved in a bit.
Chen says, that's where I prefer a chalk line. Too easy for a page to wander.
Very true. I do have a chalk line in here too. Just in case. An old Stanley chalk line slash plumb bob. Okay, now we got to scratch the last one here, and if you notice, I scratched the 5 inches in first, and then I'm doing the 10 inches. That way, I don't reset what my 5 was. I don't reset what my 10 was. I just go one to the other. Let's mark that one in now, so that all of the 5s, because I'm only doing 2 5s, and all of the 10 marks are all consistent with the setting I gave it. Okay, that's that board. 10. I want to like swing it up for you guys, but there's a heavy chance that it'll just swing back down, so let's see. Okay, now I feel like an ass because it worked, but there's always a heavy chance that it'll swing right back down. All right. Let's start here and go. Okay. Okay. And as far as I know, this is a no-name panel gauge. It might be a Stanley, but there's no Stanley written on it. It's got a patent on it, a patent date, and that's all I got to go off of. But it is rosewood, and I love having these, like, oh, it's either rosewood or mahogany. I'll have to double check. But I like having the old tools if I can find them. And if you notice, I go back and forth a couple times in places. That's where I can feel it kind of trying to wander, or it's just not cutting in as deep as it needs to. There we go. Okay. Panel gauge. Yeah. Get to skeleton key number big so I can put the panel gauge up. For those who are keeping track, hey Wasp, you know your house is going to get sprayed this weekend, right? All right. Mark it in. Darken, darken. Oh wow, I can't stay in the lines because it's duller than hell now. Okay. Okay, those are the two boards we need to cut. I'm honestly wondering, do I want to cut the board down and then cut them? Or do I want, no, I don't want to do that, because then I could probably reuse as much as possible as, I could use this as stiles and this as panel. Ooh. Yeah, we want to be able to reuse as much as possible on this for door stiles and rails. So this is going to hurt. This is going to hurt. All right. At least it's only like a 6-foot board. It's not an 8-foot board that I'm trying to conserve. All right. He's gonna hurt. We know that. Did this turn off again? Why? Why are you doing that? There's got to be something wrong with that. I don't know why it's just blacking out. There's got to be a setting that changed. Do I trust it? No. But it's time to make rip cuts. All right, it's all right, it's all right. Rip cuts. We do want to at least make the one. Tell you what, we do that rip cut, we cut that out, then we split them. Yeah! Wes thought of something spectacular. Okay. Next, make sure that we do the Z's. We need the big ripper, the honeydew saw, and all hope. Okay, you see me from here? Good. See me from there? This makes more sense. So you can see me from there. Get to max going. Pop open the lubrication. I'm left-handed. Which means pull it in, spin it around. Oh, I'm gonna have a nice fan right in my face. That's good. It'll keep me going. Means we want to do this. It's like, how do I get this where the waist side is the side I'm sawing? There we go. Oh, this is going to be fun on a bun. Clamps, clamps. This should be enough. Need a lot of pressure. We just need to be able to not have to fight the board turning itself over. Okay. Okay. Now.
Depends on how far the first rip goes. Less than 14 or more.
How far? Or how long? Because I mean, I've already ripped a four foot board on stream like 2 streams ago, but will I get both rips done? I guarantee you not. I guarantee you not. I might at least get the board sectioned out, where I can have the portion that I'm going to be using done, and then the leftover in a giant. Oh, yeah, 14 inches does sound about right. Okay, let's get my saw away from cables. Sorry I keep changing stuff on you guys and moving stuff around, but I am not about to cut through those. It took forever to get the Nikon battery cable, universal battery cables for my Nikon, and it being on back order for what was it, like 6 months or something? All right. All right, time for a break. No, I'm just joking. Let me get some. Okay, there's something seriously wrong with the camera on my phone. Why are you doing this? Quality may be a little bit lower on the camera. We'll see if that keeps it going. I'm not sure what's going on with that because it used to never do that. Maybe I have to update the app. All right, here we go. Remind me to get the ruler out to measure my first break. I'm not gonna lie, this needs sharpening. I can tell now. I've let you down, Chance. Let you down. I am out of shape, though. Anyone want to take a guess? I can already tell you how long it is. Yep. I may need to sharpen this. Really don't want to gutter people's ears, though.
No, you will not at all. 5?
6. It was actually 6 inches. But close. Closest without going over. Chance. And that, yeah, we're sharpening this. I know I should be ripping and all that stuff, but no, we're sharpening this. This thing is fighting every inch. And it should be cutting like butter. Feel free to redeem a sharpen if you guys want, but I'm trying to get into the habit of actually stopping and sharpening the saw instead of bullying through it. Because I'll just say, I'll push right through it for this. And then I'll never get to the saw. And I'll just say, I'll push through it again for this. And guess what? Never get to the saw.
Don't tools not allowed.
Come on. Luckily, this is faster than the last time with the crosscut, because it doesn't have heavy flame. What's this? This is a, does this one at least tell me? Yeah. 5 or 5.5. Is it a 5.5 or a 5? That doesn't seem right. Okay, so it's a 5 as far as I can tell, or at least whoever sharpened this. I need to get me a couple file handles for the bigger ones. Should I turn down the volume? All right. I feel bad saying this, but this is actually the saw's first sharpen with me. So I don't think the rake, or what, I don't think I need to reset it, because this thing goes needle straight anyways. The saw bench is perfect for sharpening saws at. There we go. Have a little more catch to it this time. Okay. All right, what did I miss during making everything squeal like a pig? Okay, nothing past the flame. All right, everyone, you can pull out the earplugs. We're done sharpening. Oh, much easier. Much easier. Yeah, if you don't have time to make one, I do suggest the Gramercy. It is really nice. Jesus. Yeah, that thing just needed a sharpening. Because each stroke is taking about 1/8 of an inch of wood.
Having fun.
Yeah.
Laughing face. Chance that to cheat to buy one LUL.
I can understand that, Chance. Don't worry about it. My first couple were actually old cast iron ones I'd found, and when I got home, didn't realize they had cracks in them. I had JB Weld holding them together until it wasn't enough. But yeah, this just needed a little TLC. Like I said, I need to get better at, if people tell me to sharpen my tools, you know, you redeem it while I'm sawing something, I need to sit down and sharpen. Not pull out a plane or pull out a chisel and sharpen that instead, because it's easier and fast. Okay. Legitimate break this time. $24". So, legitimate break that isn't. Why is this so hard to saw? Just gotta build those muscles back up. Okay, it gave up again. I guess we can't have 3 cameras. Heads up for those who are not subscribed, it looks like there will be an ad break in about 10 seconds. So, I guess it's good to hydrate for right now.
LUL.
Or if you don't have Twitch Turbo, I guess is the other one.
Chat said, why am I getting ads FFS?
I think right now only Way Cool's subscribe to me.
Blocker stopped working.
Oh, update your blocker. That's usually what you got to do. By all means, update the blocker.
Hydrate is a good idea. Time for barley soda.
That is not a bad idea, Chance. That is not a bad idea. Barley sodas are going to sound really nice. Oh! Oh! Dumb! Dumb! Ow! Woo! I'm gonna have a nice watery eye for a little bit. Thank you, fan. Oh.
Marcus said, at Zelm Chance that took me a moment, smiling face with open mouth
Woo!
and smiling eyes.
Let's do that. I blew the dust.
Said, what just happened?
I blew the dust off of the saw mark, and the fan took it and blew it right into my eyes. Right into my eyes.
Not like this.
Heck, I might do both rips. Just, well, I can clamp the board. Yeah. Yeah, sharpening was a good idea.
Jen said,
Well, getting into the danger zone. Yeah, that was definitely the problem. Should have just sharpened it. Almost there. Whoa!
Stop blowing holes in my ship!
got to admit I'd rather be doing what you are than what I was earlier.
Well, hello. Thanks for the raid,
Or not _ give a set.
Fine Pine
Find the
Carving.
love.
Well, hello there too.
01 said, find the final love.
Oh, hey. It's been a while, so let me toast.
Fine Pine Carving said, hope you are stellar.
Doing pretty good. For those, thank you for the raid. Oh, geez, it's
Pine raid.
everything is. There we go. For those who haven't been here, thank you for the raid, Fine Pine Carving. My name is Wes. This is Plain Old Woodworking. What we primarily do here is hand tool woodworking projects. For those who don't know the commands, exclamation point project. Yeah, exclamation point project will bring up a picture and a description of what I am currently working on. But I'll go ahead and talk to you anyways. I'm currently working on building a shaker cupboard. Right now we are ripping out the face frame boards out of this big wide piece of curly cherry. I'll be building it out of cherry mostly. The exterior will be curly, the interior shelves and the backboards will be just regular straight grain cherry. If you're wondering why cherry, I think cherry's a nice wood, and also it's cheap for me because I can get Missouri grown cherry for very, very cheap compared to other woods. I can get it cheaper than poplar and pine at this point. One second. Well, hello, Father Time. Thank you for the comment there. And Die 101, thank you for stopping by as well. Like I said, welcome all raiders. You guys have fun, and if you got any questions, feel free to ask. I'll stop and answer them. I primarily stream Wednesdays and Sundays. This has got to be the fastest I've hand ripped a board in a while.
01 said,
But,
I like your health bar on your apron.
oh, thank you. Thank you. Normally there's 3 cameras, but this thing has been giving me a fit today. Okay, connection has been dropped. That tells me something there. Okay, that tells me something. It's something to do with the connectivity. There we go. You guys missed it by about 10 minutes of me blowing dust off of the cut and getting it blown directly back into my eyes with the fan. Okay, that rip is done.
Cat said, welcome raiders.
Yeah, especially like I don't have any actual air conditioning in my shed, so the only air conditioning I have is the fan, so it's going to be pointed directly at me. You also missed me. Yeah. You guys also missed a fun, happy time.
How did that work for you? Cat said, thank you very much for your raid at Fine Pine Carving. We appreciate you bringing your folks over. Love.
Big fat ugly bug-faced
Oh.
baby eating O'Brien?
Thank you.
For the follow, Father Time 57.
Thank you for the follow. It's not supposed to be saying the stuff from me, but okay. Okay. I love when that happens. How did that work out for you? Father Time, I don't know exactly what you're asking about. How did that work out for you? Can you clarify? Or are we talking about shout outs, or also while we're at it? we'll do that too. We'll bring up the that because that helps me because I can do that.
Father Time 57 said, the dust in the face.
Got watery eyes at the moment. Luckily not too bad, but we're doing good. Okay. Oh, don't worry about it. It was one of those things where it was like, I should have known what was going to happen. It's not the first time something like that has happened. So it was just one of those like, well, I'm an imbecile. Okay. Do I have an overhang on this side? I do have a small overhang. Okay, good. Good, 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 good. And now I look at it and go, okay, I'm left-handed. Da 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 da. How do I keep myself doing things easily? We'll keep it the way it was. We'll see how long the camera on my phone works. Maybe I'll have to get a new camera because the phone one seems to not care about its job anymore. Okay, we'll do this. All right, guys, no whistling at my butt, cat. Specifically you. I know it's you.
Is that a whiteboard?
Yes, if I remember correctly, I think it's like 18 inches. I was wrong, 17 and a quarter.
Jan said, the camera has 10 inches.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yeah. There. Fiddling around with everything. Take you, so I can at least try to make a straight up and down line. All right, guys, like I said, no whistling.
Father Time 57 said, rip sock. Haven't used one of those for decades.
One second. Thank you, Father Time, for saying exactly what you said. Let's change out to the crosscut. Didn't even think about what I was doing. Although not necessary for what I'm doing, you can rip with a crosscut, or you can crosscut with a rip. Yes. Actually, if I was going to say you guys came about 10-15 minutes late, I actually, that big 5-point rip, we actually filed that one because it was being a little obnoxious and being slow and grabby. This one got filed on my last stream, actually. What time is it? 7:19. Okay. We might actually get...
They are different for a reason.
Yeah. If you learn how to file your hand saws like this, you will absolutely start to love them because you can get them to cut like butter. And cut straight. Ready? All right, I wanted to keep this as intact as possible. It's most likely going to become door stiles. So I want to keep as long of pieces as possible. That file is for my mower. All right. Okay, what did you ask? Yes, this is actually a Gramercy vise. I did have an old cast iron one, but it didn't last long because there was a crack in it, and I tried to JB weld it back together, and JB Weld was not having it. Okay, well, back to beast saw. I'm not afraid of using power tools, and I mean, like, you can kind of tell, you know, planer, drill press. You can't see the other stuff on the shelf underneath, but I've got a circular saw and all that. I just don't like to use it on stream. I guess my idea is if I need to wear ear protection, I should not be streaming that noise.
I have a small one.
Yeah.
RUSSB 57 says, you can weld cast iron, but it's a special technique to it. You need to find the right welder to get it done.
And that's what I don't have the ability to do. I don't have the ability to get someone to weld that stuff together for me. Okay. Now, because
That's it. And Rusby 57 welcome in.
Yes, I should be using my knee, but it does make it go a little bit faster if you got something holding it steady as well. Especially when you're a shrimpkin like me, who only started gaining weight during COVID. Like, and I'm not joking, like, didn't start gaining weight until I was 35. It's because we couldn't do anything.
Father Time 57 says, preheat your metal, use nickel rock.
I also don't have a welder, but I didn't want to pay a welder either.
Marcus said, filters do wonders, but you give up all the background sound.
Yeah, but also I honestly think more people are interested in seeing what I'm doing just because I don't have power tools out and about, and I'm not. There you go. Okay, we got a straight up and down here. Got one back there. Now it doesn't matter what side I attack from. I can even give up and go from the other side if need be. All right, there we go. You want to give a guess? Chance at how long? How long for a break? Now that it's freshly sharpened. We talking bench planes or just planes in general? 17, okay. It's on a... sorry. There's an. Oh yay! One of my bulbs went out. Okay, it's not out. It's defective. Okay. All right, all right. Let's see where we're at, Chance. We're going to possibly have to change that guy. All right. I made it to 10 before you called break. That's an improvement, though. You're going to owe me one. I was supposed to actually beat Chance. Stupid bulb. Thank you. Where are we at? 70% charge. Good.
Follow time 57 set. Jack plane, block planes, long 20 and jointer plane.
Gotcha. Okay, we're gonna take a quick break just because of the whole hand plane talk. Real quick. This isn't I'm tired. This is, let's see, what do we have? Okay. I've got, sorry, it's not flexing. I just want to play here. Okay, number 6, number 5, number 4, and I'm not trying to beat you because I tend to buy when I have a use for them. Toothing plane, which yes, I do have a use for. 79. We're going to get into the esoteric things. Shooting plane. And yes, I do have a couple Lee-Nielsens, but I don't have like a bunch. 90% of what you'll see is like old Stanley stuff, because that's what I got. And then like weird planes start showing up, like a Record 73. I'm gonna hate myself after this. The scraper, because I'm gonna have to put it all back up. A compass plane.
Father time 57 cents. I have been collecting for 40 years.
Gotcha. I'm not much of a collector. I'm more or less if I have a use for it. And believe it or not, the spill plane I have a use for. I actually do reenactments from time to time. The newest little guy is my 43. And like I said, we're going with just planes, so let's get those out of the way. And then I think we're pretty much done once. There are, and then the 45. I do have I have molding planes as well, but they are not in the shop. I keep them in the house to keep them stable. I keep them in the house to be stable. I bring them out when they are needed. So I've got a few molding planes. Zoom in, please. All right. 1 second. Oh, whoa. Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, duh. I keep forgetting. Okay. We're going to do it this way. The zoom doesn't really work all that well, but we can do this instead. So, but I really do like.
I haven't found a good one of those.
Toothing plane or which plane are we talking about at that point? Okay, there we go.
Yes.
just to give you something interesting to look at while I'm slaving away.
Holding plane.
I ended up getting a couple from Bickford, the hollows and rounds, because I could get them left-handed. But I have a couple dedicated molding profiles that I got that are just old.
Router plane.
Yeah, router planes are great. I'm not gonna lie, they're a great thing to get. If you notice, I stay very shallow while rip cutting, and then I'll go fairly steep. What I'm doing. Oh yeah, I've got a couple spokes to add to your viewing pleasure. This one is a round bottom by Kuntz, because I wasn't going to pay the price for a used one. And then this may be actually coming into to use later. This is the 66, the one that you have scraper profiles for, like a scraper router. This is probably the first time I've like pulled out tools after tools after tools and put them on since the flood. But I tend to stay shallow when I rip cut like this to stay registered for as long as possible with the initial cut. I find it helps keeping the cut as straight as possible.
Scratch stock or beating scratch.
Yeah, beating. Yeah, there we go. The beating scratch stock plane. And I do have some just blank steel to make my own profiles for it, and I do have a set of blades for it already. All right. Let's make her happy. Get her all lubed up. I'm gonna be happy. You know, I always dreaded doing rip cuts on stream because I was like, oh, it's going to take hours. And here I am just doing rip cuts and going way faster than I used to. If anything, trading James Wright for this saw was a very good trade. This is where it's going to get hard. Last little bit. Come on. I have to do this so that I can actually use that part of the wood. There we go. Be smart. But I mean, you can actually ask like Chance and them. 2 hour stream, 3 hour stream might be one rip cut from me usually, and now I'm significantly faster. I think my ability is better, but B, like just having a saw that would actually cut the wood faster, I think is. Oh, come on. Ah, there we go. Yeah, I forgot it. All right. Yeah, I keep it as well. Not even like 40 or 50 degrees. I'm somewhere around like 20 for most of the time, mostly for registering. Like I said,
You have a tooth fever.
heads up, about 5 seconds until break. Let me go get the tooth setter out.
Chan said, and sawdust clears better. The gullets don't get as packed.
That is very true, Chance. That's something I learned. The shallower the cut, the easier the gullet clears. Just tell me when you're back in the chat. I know ads just started. So let's see, who actually asked about the setter? But it sounds like you guys are back from Adland. Okay, that was you, Father Time. So this is my setter. It's an old Eclipse 77. It's one of the bronze handled ones. It's not the good one with the narrow tip, but I did file it down so that it would do my dovetail saws as well. Because you can use the one with the narrow tip for everything. So, fun thing about no electricity, Father Time. This entire stream is solar powered. Because there is no electricity in my shop other than that. I have a little Blue Yeti power bank. Because right now we're renting and there's no electricity, and rather than go through the fun of trying to get a landlord to put an outlet in, I just carry my solution with me at this point. I understand. I understand, Father Time. I was just saying that, like, just kind of a funny coincidence that, like, really there is no power here, and like what started me on hand tool woodworking is the fact that my prior house had a garage with one outlet in it. That is what started me on hand tools, really. And I absolutely hate the idea of set up a power tool, do something, okay, now I got to do something else, take that power tool down, set up a new power tool, do something. I hated that idea. I just wanted to woodwork. So I started teaching myself how to do it with just hand tools. And if I need power tools, I have some, but most of them died in the flood at the old house. And I replaced the ones that I said, no, you're gonna want them. Okay. So with that, we have the long face frame styles cut to rough dimension. Face. Face. Just so I know what piece is what. Okay. And in all honesty, we're getting close to the time that I usually quit and raid out. I'm glad you guys stopped by. I'm glad you guys had a ton of questions. I hope you guys come back for another one. Hey, look, you're actually still going. Cool. I wonder what was causing that. But it is getting time for me to try and raid out. So let's see what I can find. So I can go and have a little downtime before I end up going to sleep today. All right, let's go to Twitch. Feel free to suggest people. I'm not against raiding to people I don't know, as long as they're doing something creative. I don't typically raid to gamers and stuff like that. Not because I don't want to, but are we talking about Roy Underhill? If we're talking about Roy Underhill, I mean, I always call him the patron saint of hand tools, but here you go. Let's see what we got here. We want to go, let's see, we got Guitar Show Australia, Old Drum Leatherworks, ERC, Miss Beekeeper, Stream Scribe, See Not Bush, any, looks like Johnson is doing something. He said, feel free to. Nice. I should be seeing him here soon. He's going to be at Handworks. It's a hand tool convention in Amana, Iowa. And I'm going to be going to that. It's going to be over Labor Day weekend, I believe. I don't need to continue watching. I just want to see. Okay. I just want to. No. See, Guitar Show Australia is doing a guitar right now, but they typically have it where you have to be following to be able to even talk in their stuff. Oh, I want to go to Williamsburg just to experience it. I do not believe I'm a Hawkeye. I don't know exactly what a Hawkeye is, but we'll see. Let's see if I can get the Just Crafting open. Thank you, Twitch, for changing up everything on me. All right, let's see. We got printing. We got, looks like Odin's doing leather work. A lot of knitting. This is the hard part, is finding, oh look, I can see all of my planes and me on camera. We got a pouch build. A lot of bricks. Beads. Embroidery. Okay, you know what? We're gonna do Guitar Show Australia for today. Unless Miss Beekeeper's doing something interesting. Let's double check. You know what, let's do Miss Beekeeper. All right, we're gonna stream out to, we're gonna raid out to Miss Beekeeper. Kick is an alternate streaming platform. I have not looked into it much more than just knowing that. All right, we're gonna go ahead and stream, raid out to Miss Beekeeper. Guys, have a good time. Hopefully, weather permitting, I'll be able to stream Sunday. And I hope to see you guys then, and hopefully we can get to breaking the planes out and dimensioning these boards to final dimensions. Have a good day.